Impedance View window. As mentioned before, one of the main windows of distance stream is Impedance View. This window shows the relay differential characteristic curve based on the settings entered in Test Object window. This window has some shared and some unique features. The features available by right or left clicking on this window are common to all rooms, and it is not necessary to explain them here, but at the bottom of this window, there is a gear by clicking on which some other useful options are displayed. By clicking on Zoom during test, if one or multiple search lines are drawn on the characteristic curve, by running the test, you can see that the software zooms on the areas where the test points are located and shows the found zone line. If you select Optimize All option, by changing the fold type, the characteristic curve display is optimized. By using Pan mode, you can move the characteristic curve diagram as desired. By using Show Row Number, you can view the row number of any test point or test line on the characteristic curve. If you wish to see which zone is in the main zone of every point on the characteristic curve, you can check Show Zone Number option. By using Show Zone Number, the zone number of any test point or test line will be shown on the characteristic curve. By using Show All Zone, test zones of all search points are marked with a circle to find the characteristic curve line. By selecting Show Selected Zone, only the points of the line selected from Search Line table are marked with a circle. By clicking on Show All T-Act Point, the opening time of the tested point is shown. Since maybe the points are close to each other and it is not possible to view the times clearly, you can use Show Selected T-Act Point option, which shows the time of the row selected from the test points table. Show All Z-Act Point and Show Selected Z-Act Point options are used to show all result of search test and the point related to the row selected from the search test table, respectively. By selecting a Snap to Grid option, the options in the characteristic curve that are shot close to the grids snap to the grids of this page. By selecting a Snap to Characteristic Curve option, the points on the characteristic curve that are shot close to the characteristic curve grid snap to it. About polygon or quad zones tolerances, it should be noted that the rounding off of the tolerances occurs where the zone lines intersect. The reason for this is related to the definition of tolerance. Suppose a 5% tolerance. The tolerance is the geometric location of all points which have a 5% distance from the zone line. According to this definition, the tolerances turn into a semicircle where the zone line ends. In sections where the tolerances of a zone overlap, the union of tolerances are considered as the tolerances of zone. Therefore, based on the angle of the two interesting sides of the zone, a part of the external tolerance zone turns into a curve.